Oops. I can do that. So if any of you had ever, not that many people listened to my live journal that I did, I don't know, over a year. Contains a lot of entries that I'm not proud of. It's still out there. A lot of stuff I wouldn't want to listen to. Documents some of my insanity from back then. Just like I don't watch the old videos about it. I don't want to hear the live journal either. But anyway, I'm just making a point that live journal is just your voice. And I make these videos from time to time with just my voice. It's a different experience. They don't usually get very many views. And that's okay. They don't need to. So it's really, really, really late again. I have my earplugs in. Thank God for the earplugs. I went through 2 more boxes thoroughly. Found some more shit to share with you guys. Shit that lets my fans know who I was, which basically tells my fans who I am, because I really haven't changed all that much when it comes to my mentality or whatnot. I went through 2 more boxes while watching Amy Schumer's that I'd already seen. I watched it 2 more times. Amy Schumer's Mostly Sex Stuff DVD I got from Netflix. And I also watched for the first time, which I wouldn't watch again, her doing the roasts. It's extra on that DVD. It's her doing... She's at a roast for Charlie Sheen and for Roseanne Barr. Roasts are mean, Jesus. There's a whole bunch of people there, and she roasts all the people there and calls them ugly, and you know. Without using the word ugly, you know what I mean. That's what a roast is. You tear people apart, you put them down, you know. This won't be very long. Don't know how many people will listen. Miss C wasn't sure what had happened between me and, you know, the 3 amigos. And then she's like, geez, what's going on with those guys that were rude to you? I'm like, well, they're my friends. And I said, well, you know, you put them in their place, see, just by saying the same things that I said, you know. I have all different kinds of fans, and I create different videos for different reasons. And I'm not going to cater to one fan or another fan. Especially since all the different videos I create feeds a need in me, you know. I would never talk about any of this with my therapist, and one of my friends was like, how come you don't want to, you know, she's like, you should bring all this up with you. No, I don't want to. See, if I talk about YouTube, I also have to talk about the other thing that I don't want to talk about. Because the price was too high, you know what I mean? I would never voluntarily, this is what I would say to my therapist if I were inclined to talk to her about this, I would never voluntarily give this up, okay? Because it's already in motion. I would never voluntarily give it up. But the price, the only reason that I was able to ever become known out on YouTube, the price was too high. As I've said before, I would, if I could, make it all go away, because the price was too high. The price was too high. Not worth it. Where would I be if I had never done this? I might not be here at all. Because remember, you gotta realize, you who know me, who've got to know me, the only fucking reason I ever became as known as I have out on YouTube was the CK thing. It's the only reason. It never would have come to be, and the price is too high. Price was too high, and I would make it all go away if I could. Not worth it. I mean, I appreciate the fact that I have it. You know what I mean? If I had to have all that shit, if I had to go crazy, whatever, I mean, I appreciate the end result. But I certainly don't feel like the price is too high. That I know, I feel is too high, is not worth it. Worth it. Definitely not. Just another example of the carrot anyway. And you who don't believe me don't have to, you know. Because you might say, oh, you love this or whatnot. Yeah, because I at least got to have this, you know. At least it's something. But the price, the only reason I ever got to even have this, the price wasn't worth it, period. Like I said, I would give it all. I mean, if I could, but if I could make it all go away. Because the price wasn't worth it. Not even remotely was the price worth it. Had I ever been able to, you know, just like how a lot of people who never get to realize any, you know, that if I had ever been able to make any of my dreams I'd had since I was practically in diapers come true, you know, then the price would be worth it. But no, not under the circumstances, not worth it. And I don't know what would have happened to me had I never done this. Like I said, it's not like I would have known. But the CK thing and going crazy publicly in front of the world and whatnot and having to live with that forever, no, not worth it. Not worth it. Not at all. Angel will be going to the vet sometime in the near, you know, immediate future, whatever. Find out if the food dissolves the stones even a tiny bit. Hopefully. I stayed up really late yet again, but at least I stayed up doing constructive things. I went completely through 2 more boxes. So I hadn't even been doing that lately at all. It's been good. My mom will be going to Auntie's for Thanksgiving, and then the whole family will be having a Christmas thing they always do. I'm not taking part in any of it. I told my mom, you know, maybe next year. You know. Now its wounds are too fresh and still isn't over with. You know what I mean? It's still not over with. And the worst part of it's over with, but it's still not over with. And it's still all very, very stressful for me. I'll end with this. I'll share this in another video that's not dark like this. Very few people are going to watch this dark video. And that's my intention. I found a letter in the box. I guess my mom was saying to me, this was years ago, I'm sorry I fucked up your life. And I wrote to her, I sent a letter. You didn't fuck up my life, Mom. Dad didn't fuck up my life. I didn't fuck up my life. Existence itself that I despise fucked up my life. End of story. End of story. I'm gonna go into oblivion, hopefully, for a lot of hours.